Hey guys, I thought I'd put together a little video just to kind of show you my open range breakout that I use from Rogge Horner. To get all this type of stuff, you just go to a web page and type in Rogge.io. That will take you to Rogge's box.com site. And on that site, you've got a ton of stuff in here. The one-page checklists has the clearing, she calls it clearing range, breakout, breakdown trade, but there's a lot of other stuff in here. You can go crazy, but this I would highly recommend taking that out and reading it. She wants to try to sell you some indicators in addition. What I use are free stuff. Well, I paid to join for a certain time, but anyhow, here's the Thinkorswim that we're going to be looking at. So this has all the indicators, standard deviation, two bands, propulsion docs. I don't use the Darvis box and the grab study. I don't think I use anything else. Trade flags. Do I use anything in here? Clearing range study, maybe. Yeah, clearing range study, yeah. But anyhow, there's a document that tells you how to set this stuff up. So anyhow, I use Thinkorswim. So I'm using the active trader under trade. And so this is ES from what day? Friday. So here's what happens. Starting off 9:30, the market opens. It starts printing these propulsion dots. See these yellow and green? These three lines here are the 34 high, close, and low. I use that on every chart. I love that thing. So anyhow, here's the first 30 minutes. She has a 15-minute and a 5-minute clearing range that she goes through. I don't like them. I think there's too much risk and not enough payout from them. I use the 30-minute. So what I'm looking for is 30 minutes. I'm looking for the market to give me some conviction. Going up, propulsion dots are up. In this case, it's at the top of these. These are standard deviations from the VWAP. The green line is the VWAP. Her VWAP, and then these are 1 and 2 standard deviations, I think, from the VWAP. And then this, let me just show you the studies here. This is the 200 EMA. I'll go to studies, edit studies. And so, yeah, grab candles, VWAP, standard -2 and 2 deviations. Propulsion dots, so 4 of these things that I use, propulsions, and just change the settings here. So 3 and 8, 8 and 13, 8 and 21, 8 and 200, that's when they cross. Here's the clearing range, that's those boxes in there, and standard deviation bands. And then I use an RSI at the bottom, but I don't use it a whole lot, just kind of confirmation sometimes. Anyhow, I'll let you take a screenshot of that and shoot me a text or some email if you got any questions on setting those up. So those are all set up, but these are propulsion dots giving me an idea that the market wants to go up. So the end of the 30 minutes, now I'm looking for it to clear. And in this case, it cleared the top of the opening range. Now, in the past, I would go long here. And you can use micro contracts if you wanted to, but you could go long here. As soon as it breaks, you could. I don't do that anymore. I wait for it to retrace. In this case, I probably would have gone long here when it touched the bottom of that 34 wave, 34 EMA wave, and gone long. And I'd be, I'm going good, going good. Only would have bought 1 contract, and maybe 2 micros. But I'm looking for a stop kind of like down here to mid. Then the market's going with me. It would have been hard for me to stay in this trade. I probably would have bailed right in here as it started crossing. But if I'd have stopped with my rules, I'd have started small and kept my stop down here at the bottom of this opening range breakout. Then when I start seeing this and it doing that, I probably would have bought again here, right in this area as it starts leaving this 34. Add another contract, especially when it comes down here in blue and then prints green. I probably added a contract. And then when it starts printing these propulsion docs, I'm feeling pretty good about the trade. Then it starts in here and it starts leveling out. So this is about 11 o'clock. Sometimes I like to try to get out of this opening range break by 11 o'clock. In this case, I think I stayed in a little longer. When it printed those 2 red candles, I'm out. I was out. But if you just stayed and kind of gone through these doldrums in the middle of the day, you would have done well by the end of the day. I mean, I wouldn't hold this over the weekend. I just don't hold day trades over the weekend. or overnight. Typically, sometimes I do, but if you could have stayed in this, that would have been a nice day. And I would probably, I think I was at 3 contracts when I got out here. Still, I'm probably average price was right here, and then I think I bought like in here, this range here, so 29.24 average. I probably bought again there at 29.28, so got out around 29.34. I think I was at 3 contracts. I don't know, I can't remember what I made on this. I'm probably over $1,000. I think I was something around there, $700-800, something like that. But if I'd have held on, that could have been a really nice trade. But anyhow, that's how I used opening range breakout from Rocky Horner. There's all the materials. There's the studies. And that's what I do. Thanks.